It's 2026, and I still get friends asking me, Justin, where can I go for a rave in Beijing tonight? To be honest, in this ancient capital, there's never a shortage of restless hearts. What's missing is someone to point you in the right direction. Today, I'm cutting the small talk and laying out the 2026 Beijing Rave Map for you. 10 spots, 10 different vibes. I guarantee one of them will be the perfect place to anchor your restless soul. First, let's talk about Solo. This place is the brainchild of Weng Weng and Huang Jue, and honestly, it's my favorite home to return to right now. If the legendary lantern was the beacon that lit up Chinese electronic music back in the day, then Solo is the wick. It carries that same mission forward, but with a warmer, more refined glow. There's a very Beijing atmosphere, a sense of honor and community. It's warm and cozy. You don't need to put on an act here. Wear whatever you want. Nobody's judging. You've got the most authentic soundstage and the finest electronic artists. If you catch one of their rug sessions, everyone just sits on the floor, soaking in the slow tempo beats. No matter what kind of day you've had, coming to Solo to listen to the music, your heart will be at ease. Clubbers come and go, but Dada is forever. From the old Gulo days to its current spot in Ritan, over a decade has passed, yet Dada remains the anchor of Beijing's rave culture. The owner, Michael, is like a musical maverick, always insisting on churning out the most diverse, underground sounds from around the globe. Whether it's D&B, UK bass, house, techno, or even hip-hop. If you're looking for something fresh, this is the place. The current 3.0 version has a sleeker, more modern look, but that underground soul hasn't aged a day. It's a kaleidoscope. When you dive in on a weekend, you never know exactly where the next track is going to take you. If you're looking for something metaphysical, then you have to head to Groundless Factory in 798. Mr. Na has twisted the obsession of an artist, together with the wildness of the music. Remember that spot in Dongba, where everyone used to let loose during the pandemic? That was his predecessor. Now, this 3-floor art experience hall has become a dream factory for avant-garde electronic music. It's not just house and techno here, but also a lot of experimental electronics, paired with extreme visual installations. Every visit feels like a challenge to the boundaries of your perception. Here, you're not just coming to rave, you're coming to open your third eye. If you've got energy to burn, or you're itching to recapture that raw, restless spirit, Pillbox at Langyuan Station is a mandatory course. This is the headquarters for the Subculture kids, where the word attitude is practically tattooed on everyone's forehead. From neo-rave to hard techno. If it's heavy, they play it. With both the main and side rooms firing simultaneously, there's always a spot for you to run wild. Pillbox is all about the edge and misplaced hormones. Here, you've got to have a bit of a sting to truly fit the vibe. Next on the list is Zhaodai in Yuanhe. Its attitude is clear from the very moment. They put a sticker over your phone camera at the door. The subculture kids of yesterday have grown up into today's yuppies. Zhaodai has evolved from being purely wild to a more steady, refined energy. They book top-tier house and techno artists. The music here is curated with real sophistication. The crowd carries a certain deliberate cool, quite fascinating. You'll find people deep in conversation, until we've unknowingly drunk ourselves into a total blackout. In addition, every late May, they host the Zhaodai Hui at Aranya. It's the art of letting loose with the sea breeze. If you haven't been, you absolutely need to catch up on this lesson. As the only surviving gem in the south, Yuanhe is tucked away in an industrial park near Hobson 1, like a hidden surprise. It doesn't feel like a club, it's more of a refined listening bar. The space is intimate, but the sound and lighting setup are absolutely top tier. This kind of small-scale space is perfect for closing the distance between people. The music is right in your ear, and your friends are right by your side. It's ideal for those who don't want a massive night out after work, but still want to let loose just a little. Think of it as the midnight diner of electronic music. Next up is track in 798, a place that defines romance for the real ones. This is the domain of Ouyang from the legendary band The Face, and he's literally built a bar inside a train carriage. The front is the dance floor, and the back is for drinks. That kind of spatial vibe is one of a kind in Beijing. This spot attracts the city's most seasoned electronic music veterans, with house and techno serving as the main course. Especially in summer, as you're hanging out in the outdoor area with giant cranes overhead and old factory buildings in the distance. That diesel punk aesthetic hits hard. It is a uniquely Beijing brand of industrial, electronic romance. Also in 798, with bar brings a completely different vibe. It's a cafe by day and a bar by night, less like a traditional club and more like a grand living room for musicians. You could toss a brick in here and you'd probably hit a musician. The atmosphere here is totally relaxed. The electronic music isn't there to make you headbang, but to provide the perfect backdrop for a good conversation. Looking to grab a drink, listen to some tracks, and just shoot the breeze? With bar is the place. It's all about that pure, unadulterated comfort. Café Zara, right next to Nanlo Buxian, is a truly ingenious spot. It's one of the few places in the city that manages to blend petit bourgeois chic with electronic rhythms so seamlessly. I would make fun of the feeling here as Zara House. On a weekend afternoon when you're tired from wandering, you just grab a seat, Whether it's in the high-ceiling lounge on the first floor or out on the second-floor terrace, with a coffee in one hand and a drink in the other, you listen to fashion-forward house music as a flock of pigeons circles the nearby drum tower, their whistles echoing in the air. There you go, that is what you call the authentic Beijing Bourgeois lifestyle. Lastly, let's talk about Help Us Pop-Up, the home turf of electronic producer Y-Beats. This place is all about agility and movement. They frequently collab with local electronic music labels for pop-up events, carving out a style that sits between the underground and the mainstream. It's never cheesy, yet never so deep that it becomes inaccessible. If you're not in the mood for a commercial mega club on the weekend, but you're also afraid of getting lost in a super underground set, Help Us is that perfect, balanced middle ground. Finally, I want to share a few more thoughts. I often hear people grumbling that Beijing's lost its rave spirit. But if you ask me, that soul has never left. It's just not huddled in one corner anymore. It's scattered and evolved into something more diverse. In today's Beijing, the best parties are the ones you have to dig for. You've got to keep an eye on these venues' official accounts and social media. Check the lineups and get to know the artists. Only when you've done your homework can you stumble upon the rave that hits exactly the right note for your mood. Beijing is vast, and the nights are long. These 10 spots represent 10 different ways to unlock the city after dark. The warmth of Solo, the raw energy of Dada, the avant-garde style of Groundless Factory, the edge of Pillbox. No matter who you are, there's a frequency here that resonates with you. My name is Justin, and I hope this 2026 Beijing Rave Map helps you find your perfect beat. Which spot is your number one in Beijing? Or do you have a hidden gem of your own? Let me know in the comments. 2026. I'll see you on the dance floor.